afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. It is so awesome to come back to you this afternoon and to be able to share with you in faith and healing. I know that you enjoy this presentation, and so do I. And we have some great things laid out for you. It is the spring, and I cannot wait to share with you some of the great ways that you could take care of your body while also enjoying the things that you are eating. And so as we get started, because we're going right into our presentation, I want to always remind you that the objective here on Faith and Healing, it is not to treat, to diagnose, or to cure any diseases at all, but it is simply to take the great ideas that God gives on how we could be kind to ourselves or bodies, because God wishes above all things that we would prosper and we would be in the very best of health, even as our very soul prospers. So he doesn't want us to only prosper physically, he wants us to prosper spiritually. And that's why we do this. Not only preaching to you great sermons, but also showing you, demonstrating from the kitchen, because we all have a kitchen, how to eat to live and not just eat for taste and appetite. So that as you are putting food in your body, your own food becomes your medicine. So you're enjoying what you're eating, but you are also taking care of the cells, taking care of the blood, taking care of your vessels, your arteries, the heart, the kidney, the liver, the colon, all the major organs of the body, the brain that is essential. Every part of the body is important, but some organs do play a vital role, like the heart, the liver for flushing out toxins. And we want to learn our bodies too. That is also very important, because by learning our bodies, we are truly able to understand how it works, how it functions, and that way we know what to give it, what to feed it, so that we're not missing anything. And I always say to you, because one of the arguments about eating healthy is that it doesn't taste good. I tell you all the time, life is how you make it. So if you want it to taste good, then you must make it taste good. And that's what I do here in the kitchen. Yes, they are green, and greens are bitter and meh and all that stuff, but you can dress up your stuff and you can get it to be exciting. So again, Faith and Healing, welcome. This is where we teach you not only how to grow physically, but how to grow spiritually. How to not only nourish your body with nice tasting food, but how to also flourish in your soul, in your being, so that you're well balanced. That's the issue with life. A lot of people are not very balanced. Too spiritual, not good care of the body. Too physically focused, not spiritually focused. There must be a balance. And that is why 3 John 2 said, I wish, child, above all things, that you would prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prosper. Balance. See, that's what I love about God. It's not boring at all, okay? So here today, in representing the kingdom, because that is what we do as ministers and as teachers, whatever ministry you are in, we're representing the kingdom. And here this afternoon, we are teaching you out there how to be well-rounded physically and spiritually. But once again, if you are treating any disease, see a doctor. Speak to your doctor, get your blood work result, measure it against all that you are going through, get your numbers, know how your heart is doing, your lungs, your blood work. When you have that information, even though your doctors would give you medications, which they probably will if you are dealing with any issue or ailment, but also add to that a great and healthy diet, so that you're not just relying on one thing. So have the balance. So if you're taking medications, but you're eating poorly, you're never going to fix that problem. For that problem to be fixed, you can't just rely on the medicine you have. You need to be eating to get your body back into balance, because we were meant as human beings to eat a certain way. So once again, balance, balance, balance. So today, it is the spring. The weather is nice. It is beautiful. And I even wore a color, that not only represents the spring, but it represents the greens that we're featuring today. Today, we're doing spring salads and their healing effects. Okay, so I know you're going to be hanging out. You're going to be entertaining. You're going to be having friends. And we want you to be able to really, when your friends come, they can leave your house knowing that not only did you entertain them, you laughed, you had fun, which I do enjoy doing, with your friends. They come over and you have a great time. You talk about other things that you like, even though you're spiritual, but you talk about sports, you talk about life, because you have to be balanced. You don't want to talk about one thing all the time. You want to make sure when you feed them, they leave your house feeling that they are better, they are healthier. Because remember, you are light, okay? You are light. If you're a child of God, you're a light in the world. So even in your entertaining, when people leave your house, they should be better than when they came. So today we're featuring spring salads, and we have about 5 different salads that we're going to be doing. And the first one that we will be featuring is a garden salad, okay? Now, once again, as I said, I know that many people don't like this. So we have some lettuce here. Remember again, anything green and leafy is great for the body, great for the blood, filled with vitamins, K, A, those kind of vitamins that really helps the blood. So right now I'm just tearing this up. You could use your hands, or you can put it on a cutting board, and you just, tear your lettuce. I like to do things with my hand. Like I love dirt meaning gardening, like my nieces and my nephews, they are coming over in the summer, and we already planned that we're going to plant some things, tomatoes and other things on the porch when they come. You have to teach them to love earth and to love nature. Remember, God is going to one day restore that garden again. And you better get used to liking to do things in the garden, greens, plants, because when you get to heaven, is a lot of that's going to be there. But don't think heaven is boring, though, just because you're going to be doing just, gardening and sitting under the tree of life. You better get used to trees right now, because that's what you're going to be used to. So there we have it. We're making a garden salad. You see, that's nice and green. And like I said, I just like getting my hands into this. I like to do things like that. I love to do things with my hand. I like to work with my hand. I like to do things around those. So I could have cut it on the cutting board, but I decided, no, I want to tear it. It feels like you're cooking. So today we're not using any stovetop. There you have it. You see how nice and healthy that looks? Very nice and green. So what I'm adding to this, I'm adding some tomatoes. Remember, tomato is anti-inflammatory. There are also some peppers, sweet fresh peppers. Remember, the bell peppers are filled with antioxidants. And what do antioxidants do? They are filled with this property that fights free radicals. Free radicals are dangerous to the body. They destroy the cells. And once your cells are destroyed, your body is really dying, because you are a body that is made up of cells. If your cells are dying, you are dying. So in order to keep your cells alive and healthy and make sure that they are forming in healthy ways and their reproduction is not, they're not deformed in any way, because once that happens, an illness is going to take over the body. So sweet peppers filled with antioxidants. Again, antioxidants destroy free radicals, and you want to make sure that you're keeping those things in check. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to spread my tomatoes, which are anti-inflammatory, anti-cancer properties. The C word that so many people are afraid of. And every human being, have cancer cells in their body. What keeps them from getting crazy is the way that we eat. So if you are eating healthy, and of course there are environmental issues that are at play. But if you eat a well-balanced diet, and yes, there are people who ate healthy and still came down with cancer. But remember, there are other factors too. Stress levels, all those things play a factor. Now, I'm putting the antioxidant, anti-inflammatory tomatoes, antioxidant peppers, lettuce filled with vitamins K, A, all those great nutritions. Now, that is already looking quite colorful. Take a look at that. My Lord, all I did, my lettuce and my tomatoes and my peppers. Now, imagine eating that, with what I just told you. And I have carrots. Carrot is powerful for the cells. Carrot is anti-cancer. So if you are a cancer patient, you want to at least get carrots into the body every single week. As for the matter of fact, if you juice it, it is even better. You want to try to have at least, because carrots is very great for cancer. They are anti-cancer properties that really destroy dangerous cells. So if you are a cancer patient, you want to include a carrot in your diet. Now take a look at that. Now, if this gets any better than this, I'm going to get very excited on this presentation, even more excited than I am right now. Take a look at this. You see how colorful and amazing this is? So once again, what do we have here? Vitamin K, vitamin A, all that the leafy greens get. We have that in lettuce. We have the tomatoes, anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, great for men because it helps with prostate issue. If you're a prostate cancer patient, you want to add tomatoes to your diet. Sweet peppers, which is filled with antioxidants, especially the bell peppers. And remember, the more colorful your salads, the better. And you want to make sure there's always green. Now take a look at this. Can't get any better than this. I love it. And so right now we have one salad here. And I also have what is called our second salad, is also great for the blood, because this is a spring mix. This is 5 different leaves. And I'm just going to dry this here because I had it washed. You want to wash this when you get from the store. Make sure it is always clean because the food is there for a while. You don't know how long it's sitting. So we're going to do a spring salad. And there are 5 different leafy greens. And I'm going to put it right here in my green container because I wanted something clear so you can see. So I washed it in the colander, drained it, dried it off, and there, 5 different of those. Take a look at this, my Lord. Now I'm going to turn it over so you can see it. And right there, you fill this up, and in a little while, we're going to create all our dressings. So take a look at this. I have 5 different kinds of, there's kale, there's lettuce, there's spinach, radicchio, leaves, and this in itself. So you can have either this as a colorful, or you can have an all green salad. And let me just show you here. You can get this at the supermarket, okay? You can get this at the supermarket, and you get the spring mix. So it's already comes prepackaged, prepared, and you can definitely get this. And it has all the leaves. If you don't want to do all the work, they do it for you. 5 different spring mixes. You wash it, put it in a container. We're going to dress it up in a minute. So this is our second salad. Okay, so our third salad. And always remember, once again, you are taking care. Anything that is very green is good for the blood, good for the body, good for the system, feeding the blood, cleansing, taking care of the issues in the liver, detoxifies. Another thing that the antioxidant does, great with detoxifying. So you want to make sure that you're not eating and leaving these things out, because there are people, they love their fast foods and they love their cooked foods, and that is fine. No judgment here. I'm just saying, incorporate those other things into your eating. So if you like that stuff, that's with you. That's your decision as a person, as an adult. But don't just eat that, because if you're eating just that, Your cells are not receiving the nourishment that is needed for your body to function at its optimal. Okay? If you have blood thickening issues, if your blood is not healthy, and then you're continuing to eat a diet that does not reproduce new cells, then you're not eating to live, you are eating to die. And at some point, you're going to go on a visit and they're going to tell you, this is wrong, that is wrong, this is wrong, that is wrong, because you've not encouraged the cells to live. So two things. When we eat, we are either eating to live or we are eating to die. And the question is, which are you doing? So our next salad that we are featuring, one of my favorites, is the cabbage. And I have two options of the cabbage here. So you can get the red cabbage and the green cabbage, and then you mix them so that you can get the full potency. Remember, always remember, based on color, the vitamins in the food and the nutrients is sometimes based on their colors. So the red has a certain property, the green has a certain property. But cabbage is loaded. It is a superfood. It is a powerful anti-aging. You want to have young skin a long time. You want to get rid, no matter how late I go to bed, I do not have bags under my eyes. I could stay up all night. When I get in the mirror, there are no bags under my eye. And I know that there are people, if they just go to bed late, by the time they get up, they have all this puffiness under their eyes. You see, things like cabbage, they take care of all of that issue, because it's not the fact that it is only anti-inflammatory. It is anti-many things. Anti-cancer. It is great for cholesterol. It is excellent for the heart. It is good for the joints. It eliminates wrinkles. If you are concerned, because a lot of people use makeup to cover wrinkles, makeup to cover dark spots, makeup to cover aging spots. My friends, the food, your food, you can get that in your food. You wouldn't get age spots. You see, once you take care of the body inside, you will see the results outside. And that has always been my policy for a long time. I don't just want coverage. So I don't mind wearing some powder. I don't have a problem doing that. And I do. But I want to make sure that if I do not have powder, I don't have to be afraid to reveal my face, because the powder constantly keeps covering up something that I could fix internally. And I'm saying to you from experience, if you eat the right foods, the results will show on the skin, which is the larger organ, and it will show in the body. Even for your muscles. I say this very humbly, by the way, so please understand I share this very humbly, but I do it as an encouragement, not to impress you, but to impress upon you that I do not work out. I do not lift weights. I don't do any of that stuff. The only exercise that I do is I walk, and I love it. I could walk a long time, walk for miles and not feel it. You know, I'm not a jogger. I'm not a weightlifter. I'm not a squatter. It's just not me. If you do that, believe me, I admire you. I greatly do. The people who do that and they keep up with it, I think it's really awesome. It just has not been me. It has never been me. Because of the way that I eat, I have been able to maintain muscular function, and my body actually looks like I work out, because some of the foods that you eat, they actually strengthen your muscle. They make your body look stronger and feel stronger. I'm telling you, if you want these things, you got to do an extra works, but you can have it. So once again, this is the cabbage right here. So that's our third salad. So we have the 5 springs, okay? We have the garden salad that is filled with carrot, tomatoes, sweet peppers, and lettuce. And this is a powerful antioxidant, anti-cancer, blood function salad. This is anti-aging, heart, cholesterol, anti-inflammatory. The list of benefits of cabbage, it is exhaustive. It would take a while for me to show this. So I want to also show you, you can do a carrot salad just on its own. So you can literally just, so we're going to do just a carrot salad. And there I'm going to just fill this. And what you do is you can get a healthy mayo and you can create a nice sauce and you can make a slaw. Because some people might not be into garden salads. They might not be into, and then what you can do is, so you have this, and right here, I have my sauce. Let's hope we don't have any accidents. And I'm going to take this, and I have my sauce. So this is for a coleslaw salad. And I'm just gonna, you can do a Caesar style of a dressing too, the healthy version. And basically, you mix this up, and right there, you have a salad. And in a little while, we're going to add some, so there you have it. This is your carrot. Okay, and here you have a nice slaw. Okay, so that way you can entertain. We're gonna put this right here, and I have some things that we are going to dress our salads with. So here for the cabbage salad, you can, this is some walnuts. So I'm just adding some walnuts here. Okay. We've added some walnuts. I also have some mixed nuts that includes raisins. You can put that in your coleslaw as well. You can put some raisins. You can put some dates. You can put some figs in your coleslaw. I'm adding a bunch. Now imagine this. This is a cabbage salad, but right now I have added to that. This is a whole mixture of nuts. Okay. This is a whole mixture of nuts to include walnuts and raisins and dry figs. Okay, and I have some additional dry figs here. You can put your dry figs on. Remember, I spoke to you about making your things tasty. So rather than just sit and eat a bowl of greens and suffering through it, dress it up. So the figs are a bit sweet, so I'm adding figs to make that a bit exciting. I've added dry figs. You can get them in the store already chopped, already cut. You get the dry figs in any of your local stores, okay? And so I've added that. Guess what I'm adding to this as well to make it a bit sweet and have taste? Some dates. You can get the dates, and you know, I cut it up and I'm just dropping the dates into the spring because it's only green leaves and you might not enjoy it just by itself. So I am just filling it up with enough taste so the dates will give it that taste. And right there, you've transformed it from just a bowl of, and if you see now, it's topped with dates and figs and raisins, but this only has the figs and the dates because that is kind of in the same family. And right there, another thing that you can do with your cabbage salad is add an apple. Apple is a superfood, and apple and cabbage has a lot of the same healing properties. So although it is not recommended that you eat fruits and vegetables together, but you can add some cabbage to your, you can add some apple to your cabbage because cabbage and apple, they have a lot of the same nutritional values and they have a lot of the same nutrients, so they can work together. Now, this was just a regular cabbage salad. that you probably would have been straining to eat. But now that you've added all these nuts and these grains, and you've even added an apple, and you could add some dates as well to this. I didn't put any today. That's because the mixture of nuts that I put in, it has raisins in it, it has figs in it, so it already has all of that. And then you can simply just mix that up. Make sure you get everything worked in, and right there you have a nice bowl of salad. Another thing that you can add to your spring salad is some avocados. I have some nice avocados there. Now, let's talk a little bit. Avocado is great for the eyes, and it's also good for lowering blood pressure. If you're a hypertensive patient, you want to eat a sufficient enough of avocados. It's great for the eyes. It's great for cholesterol issues, but it's also great for lowering blood pressure. I'm going to add a few avocado to my spring salad because why? It's green, so they're in the same family, and you're maintaining that kind of green salad option. And right there, I'm also going to add some avocados to my garden salad, and that makes it even more exciting. Remember, life is how you make it. You know, and if you're like me who enjoys a good meal, it has to taste good. Not only must it look good, it must taste good. And so there we have it. So we've added some avocados. Man, that looks amazing. So there we have it. The next thing, the final thing we're going to do right now, we are going to create the dressings so here, avocado added. Take a look. My Lord, isn't that awesome? Okay, so avocados added, great for the eyes, lowers blood pressure. Avocado added, okay. See, avocado added. Apple is added, so you have a nice, thing here. And then you have your coleslaw. You could mix that up. So the person who is not enjoying carrots too much, because you've added that mixture of cream, you create your own. You can do a Caesar mix, or you can use mayo. You create a nice slaw, and you add, take a look at this, you add, your different nuts and your raisins and dates to give it that sweet taste. And it's all about making those things enjoyable. It's all about making them enjoyable. We're going to make the dressings, and then we will look at our final salad, which is a fruit salad. So here for one of the dressings, I have orange juice and grapefruit juice, and I am adding to that, here some olive oil, 2 tablespoons, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, okay? And this, you can add some ground ginger. This is for your dressing. I'm adding a pinch of ground ginger to my dressing, okay? Remember, ginger is great for the blood, okay? You can add a little cinnamon. That is good for blood sugar, okay? I use that with my mom a lot. And some of you read the report of the great medical news that she had. So there, in my salad dressing, orange juice, ginger, ground ginger, and ground cinnamon. Ginger is anti-inflammatory. It's also a blood thinner. So if you're on medication for blood thinning, you want to watch out for the ginger. Okay, so this is my salad dressing. So this is sweet. Notice what I did. Orange juice, fresh orange. I squeezed those. The pink grapefruit is sweet. So I'm using a sweet option. Why? Because those are green, and they generally, have that not so good, that tingy taste. Again, to make it appealing, I created a dressing that is sweet, so it adds to the flavor. And I added a little ginger, which is for the blood, a little cinnamon, which is for glucose balancing levels. For my other dressings, I am doing a homemade vinaigrette. I have some olive oil here. I'm adding some garlic, raw garlic. I'm adding some lemon juice, okay? A tablespoon of lemon juice. Add a little more because I have sufficient, okay? And you can use my favorite pink Himalayan salt. You're making your own dressing. And I'm gonna put this right here. And voila, like the French would say, you know, I have a little French background, which I love. I use it when necessary. Here, you have an awesome homemade vinaigrette. Remember, garlic is a superfood, loaded with benefits. Great for the arteries. Clean out the arteries. Plaque, blockage, garlic. Thins the blood. If you're a high blood pressure patient, garlic. The salt, pink Himalayan, is good for blood pressure patients. So if you want to still use salt, you use the pink salt. And there, we have a nice vinaigrette. You can put that on any of your salads. We have two options for our dressings. The orange juice and the grapefruit juice with the ginger and the cinnamon. That's your one dressing. If you want to use it for the greens. And then you have the vinaigrette, which is lemon juice, garlic, and a pink Himalayan salt in olive oil. And you can put that on any of your dressings except the slaw. The slaw doesn't need a dressing with the carrot because it already has its cream. And finally, on our presentation today, you can add a fruit salad to your entertaining. In addition to the other salads, we have a garden salad, we have a spring salad, we have a cabbage mix salad, we have a carrot slaw salad, and you can add a detox, a fruit detox salad. Always have your fruits first, about 30 minutes to an hour before your vegetable options. And we have pineapple, which is great for digestive issues. If you have digestion issues, we have kiwi, which is powerful for anti-aging. We have mango, which is great for cholesterol issues. Mango has great health benefits, and it even helps sexual dysfunction. So if you're a married couple, this message is for the married couples primarily. If you are having any sexual dysfunction issues, you and your partner should add mango to your diet. It increases libido and it increases sexual desires and works well on that aspect of the body. So to improve the marriage, keep eating mangoes for as often as you can. Married people only, God bless you, amen. And banana filled with potassium, great for the heart. But remember, this entire combination together, banana, kiwi, mango, and apple, this is a detox salad. So there you have it, my friends. Today we featured some great ways that you could entertain, have some great food options, but above all, to keep healthy in the process. Remember, on Faith and Healing, you know, God doesn't only want you to prosper physically, He certainly wants you to prosper spiritually. So don't only eat great physically, feed yourself spiritually as well. Feed on the Word, get nourishment there, so that as you grow, not only physically and you look great in your face and in your body, your inner man and your inner woman is also finding balance and is being blessed as your whole being is being transformed by God. God bless you. Continue to keep the faith. And until next time, on Faith and Healing, you have yourself a wonderful afternoon.